my name is Carol Rowe and I'm the Volunteer Services Manager here in the hospital. The role of the Volunteer Services Department is to make Tallaght Hospital a little bit friendlier for patients. Our volunteers don't do any essential work that would normally be done by paid staff, but they're here to make the place a little bit less frightening, a little bit more comforting for people when they attend. And we do this in a variety of ways. The first experience you'd have with a volunteer when you come through to the hospital is we have kiosks where you check in for your outpatient appointment in the atrium, and we have volunteers on duty there to help you check in. Just take a little bit of stress away and make sure if you need escorting down to your clinic, they'll walk you down to make sure you get down there on time. The other volunteer activity we have in the atrium is we run a coffee shop. Our coffee shop is open 5 days a week, geared around our outpatient department. On a daily basis, we'd serve something in the region of 650 cups of tea, coffee. But it's not just about getting a hot drink, it's having someone to talk to. People coming out of clinics kind of had bad news that they just need to process it before they go home to their families. Or likewise, they can have had good news and they're just so delighted that they want to tell somebody about it. And our volunteers are there to listen. It's not just about serving teas and coffees, it's having the time to be there for people, listen to them in good times or bad. The other services, we have volunteers who give time down in the day hospital for the care of the elderly, and they get involved in whatever activities are going on down there. It could be arts and crafts, bingo, music, doing your nails for the patients. Lady patients love that. It's comfort, to have someone massage your hands and do your nails can be a very comforting thing for people. They do quizzes, social interaction really, because it isn't, the day hospital is a rehabilitation unit, but the social care of it is obviously very important as well. Sticking with the social care, we have our pastoral care volunteers who would deliver Eucharist to patients who want it, or help people get down to the various religious services that are held in the hospital, and again sit and talk to people, because hospitals can be a very frightening place for people. One of the nicer services we do, and we've done it since the beginning, is the patient library service. We have a library trolley that goes around the wards 3 times a week, and it's lovely to be able to say that all the books that are part of our library service have been donated to us. People are very generous with the books they no longer require. So we have a wide, diverse range from poetry, biographies, chick lit, war, sport, gardening. And again, the library volunteers going around, it's not just about people getting a book, it's people on the wards having an opportunity to talk to somebody if they want to. If they don't, the volunteers will just happily give them the book and carry on their way. But if someone wants to have a chat, they'll do that as well. A volunteer needs to understand people, how frightening it is for people to come into a hospital sometimes. They need to the biggest skill they need is to be nice. You can teach volunteers any of the skills. You can teach them the library skills, you can teach them the coffee shop skills. You can't teach people to be nice. So nice, welcoming smile, friendly face, a listening ear, and we'd love to see them. And we are looking for volunteers because Tallaght Hospital is now going to engage in a process of patient surveys, and we're going to use volunteers to carry out these surveys. So we will be recruiting a whole new team of volunteers to join us. It's a great place to work. I've worked here since the hospital opened, and in fact before that I worked in the planning office building Tallaght Hospital, so I feel like Tallaght Hospital is a home from home at this stage. The staff are lovely. It's a nice place to work. It's just a nice